Hi guys. It is 6:30 in the evening. I'm just now doing this. Actually, I've done it a couple times and I keep on having to stop and start again. So, I'm going to try and do this without any tears or anything. Um Today was a great day. I got to go into work and help. I made duck sauce for the people of Squirrel Hill. My daughter went to work with me, which was very nice. She actually didn't give me attitude today, which was a great thing. I met somebody very wonderful. He is part of a volunteer group, and they are called Beautiful and Pink or Pink and Beautiful. Can't remember which way it is, but it's a volunteer group for suicide awareness. And this is something very near and dear to my heart, because I have had a fiance who committed suicide. I have had a best friend who committed suicide. And I'm not going to put their names out there. Um, they were very near and dear to my heart, especially my fiance. He was very very near and dear to my heart, and it hurt. He's Brooke's biological father too, my daughter. Um, it hurt that he did that. He had a lot of issues. He really did. He was an alcoholic, so there was that. We think also he was bipolar, and if I know anything about depression, and I definitely do, he was also very depressed. Um, I do not believe that anybody should ever commit suicide. Um, as far as depression, or if you're struggling mentally, I don't think that is an option. Um, I think that there are groups out there, there is support out there everywhere for for help if you need help. Um, Heck, if you need somebody, I'm here. I will never tell somebody I don't have time for you, even though you're considering suicide. I will never do that. I will never turn my back on somebody who is clinging for the little light at the end of the tunnel. That can be the difference between life and death. And I've been the person who was told their fiance died the night before because he decided to commit suicide. It's never okay. It might hurt the person who's doing it for a minute, if that, to actually do whatever it is that you do. Um, I know that those people who do it, they do it because they are suffering. I realize that. I realize that more than anybody. I've suffered with depression my entire life. So I realize it. is not an option. I am going to tell you right now, it is not an option. It is not okay. There, there is so many things that you could possibly do to fix what is wrong. You just have to be willing to do a little bit to help yourself. Um, because I can tell you from personal experience, having a 10-month-old daughter and her father committing suicide, that not only hurt me, it hurt her. Um, it is more painful for those of us that are still here than it is for you that do it. Because we have to live with the forever thought of, what could I have done? Could I have done more? Should I have done more? Should I have seen any signs? These are the things that run through our head whenever somebody decides to commit suicide. And then, on top of all of that, having to tell that little girl 11 years later, because she constantly asked, why isn't my father here? What happened? What do you mean he was sick? Did he have cancer? Is that what he died from? The questions come. And they continue to come. And they come every year. And you have to figure out if your child eventually is stable enough to handle that. Thankfully enough, my daughter is a very, very strong woman. And when we told her about it, she said, okay, I don't think that suicide is okay. I don't think anybody should do it, but okay. She accepted it. She knew that it wasn't her fault. And we told her repeatedly, what he did had nothing to do with you. It had nothing to do with anybody. It had nothing to do with any of his family members. It had nothing to do with me. It had nothing to do with her. It had something to do with himself. Because he suffered. He suffered from the depression. I know that. He suffered from alcoholism. I know that. We think he suffered from bipolar. There were so many things wrong with him. But none of those things that were wrong with him made it okay for him to do that. And to this day, I still struggle. I struggle with the thought that he did that. I struggle with the fact that my friend did that. And I had just talked to my friend a week before and told him how upset I was that her father did this. And he sat there. He said, I can't even begin to imagine what you are going through. And 1 week later, he did it. He did it to himself. He took himself out of an equation. He took himself out of the equation with his children, with his wife. It was painful. And I still feel that pain every day. I know people move past it. I know his wife moved past it. She doesn't even give him a second thought. I can't move past it. I was his friend since junior high. Heck, I used to be one of his girlfriends a long, long time ago. He was somebody I could lean on. It hurts that he felt that he couldn't lean on me. It hurts every day that my friend, my dead fiance, both thought that there was no other way out. So, whereas today was a great day, and it was a great day. I feel my depression starting to sink in now that I'm home. And I've been doing a lot of thinking about those friends. And for the friends that I didn't get to meet because they decided that life was too hard. You may not know me. Heck, you might not even like me. But if you need a friend to be there, to help you, to tell you that you matter, that suicide is not an option, I will forever be there with every last breath that I have. So, guess my final thought on today, as I'm looking back on the entire day, the entire beautiful day that I had, my thought is, if you need somebody, call the suicide prevention line. Call a friend. Text a friend. Go see your doctor. Go tell them what's going on in your head. I know no one wants to be locked up in an insane asylum or in some hospital on the 7th floor. But if it will help you, do it. Call me. Message me. I am always here. I am always willing to be here. I will never turn a person away. So, for all of you out there in YouTube land, and the people that haven't even watched my channel, I'm here. And I hope that you know at least one person in the world wants you to continue to be here. I hope that you all have a beautiful day. beautiful evening. And if you need anything, let me know. Bye, guys.